Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the entertainment headquarters, and welcome to another trailer reaction. And now, this particular trailer is something I've been very much looking forward to seeing. I do know earlier this year they released like a teaser trailer, which I did check out, but I didn't bother doing it for the channel. I decided to wait for the full-fledged, full reveal trailer of what this film is cooking. And the film I'm here to talk about, of course, is Clayface, which is the next chapter in the DC Extended Universe. And to be quite frankly, out of all of the superhero movies that are coming out this year, from, Avengers Doomsday to, Supergirl to Spider-Man Brand New Day, this is the one that I have the most interest in because it's dark, it's a body horror type movie, and it feels as if it would fit perfectly in, quite frankly, the story of the Christopher Nolan Batman films, the Dark Knight trilogy, or even The Batman with Robert Pattinson. And this is what I personally like from DC, is when they kind of take their properties and get them dark, and they make them slightly darker and more adult based, rather than, the kid-friendly superhero movies, because Marvel have conquered that. They, have done that. But I like it where studios take the risk to bring things and give it kind of a darker edge. And DC was known for that, especially with its comic books. So here we are. Clayface is an upcoming American body horror film based on the character from DC Comics, directed by James Watkins from a screenplay by Matt Flanagan and Hussein Aminini. Probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. It will be the third film in the DC universe. Tom Rhys Harries stars as Matt Hagen as Clayface alongside Naomi Ackie, David Dencik, Max Minghella, and Eddie Marsan. In the film, Hagen is an actor whose face is disfigured, and he turns to a scientist who transforms his body into clay. It is produced by Matt Reeves and Lynn Harris alongside James Gunn and Peter Safran at DC Studios. So there's a number of different characters or versions of Clayface, but the Matt Hagen one, I remember it being a tragic character from the DC Batman animated series. So to see that they're going down the road with this particular version of Clayface is quite exciting for me. So without further ado, let's check out Clayface.
Show me. Show me.
Do you realize?
What do you want, Miss Hagen?
I want my life back.
I know you. You're famous.
The most beautiful face.
It's a tragedy what they did to him.
Boo.
I'd like to volunteer for human trials.
This isn't cosmetic surgery.
Even if it kills me, I'll be better off than I am now.
Matt!
What? I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm okay. I feel great, actually.
I have no idea what side effects you'll have or how to treat them.
Sir, the seatbelt sign is on.
We're in unknown territory. harboring feelings of anger. You need to let them go.
You want to know how I feel? The people I trusted betrayed me. The justice system failed me. They stole my career, my money, my life. I'm a monster.
I have no idea who you are.
Right. I find that very interesting. But I am a bit confused because we've seen the tone in the direction of Superman. Then we've seen the tone in the direction of Supergirl, and now we're getting this version of Clayface, which is an interesting choice for the third chapter in the new DC universe. I don't know what not Matt Reeves, he's one of the Bruces. I mean, I don't know where James Gunn, is going with this direction of the DC universe. It's very intriguing and very interesting. And I think the fact that it's still got me interested and intrigued because I'm waiting to see where he's leading with, that I am kind of very interested in this particular film. But this feels to me more like it would fit perfectly side to side to Robert Pattinson's The Batman. And as you know, The Batman 2 is in production right now. So whether this really is part of the DCU that he's forming with, Supergirl and Superman, or if this is a part of that darker toned universe with the Batman, which is its own standalone thing, I do not know. Because I do know that there was a decision made at DC where you would have the ongoing, DCU, which is the main story arcs and storylines and, timeline that we're going to be following. Then there was this secondary universe, which had a unique name, something like Dark World or something, DC Dark World, which would feature like standalone single films that aren't connected to the main timeline of the DCU. That's like Joker, the second one, Folie Deux, or whatever it was called. And then, of course, the Batman 2. They are all classed in this separated, darker toned, standalone universe, which I'm sure it had a unique name, like the Dark World or something like that. So that is separated from the main time frame and the main timeline that the building with Supergirl and Superman. So for me, this feels as if this would fit more in line with that. And maybe add this into the Batman, franchise of Robert Pattinson. It feels more of the tone for that world. Because, like I say, I'm quite liking the darker toned, more mysterious world that they're building with the Batman, with the Christopher Nolan, the Dark Knight trilogy. And as you know, we're meant to be getting Batman the Brave and the Bold, which is going to be more of a friendlier toned movie, I'm assuming, because it's going to feature Batman and Robin, and they're going to integrate that in with the new Superman and Supergirl. So where does Clayface fit into that? How does it gel? How does it match with that? Because I can't see it here. This feels very much more its own thing. That should be its own thing, because the Matt Hagen story is a tragic story of a man who loses fame, whose career has fallen apart, who then decided to go under, getting cahoots with gangsters that ruined his looks, ruined his face, ended his career, and he was that desperate to try and gain it back that he went to extreme measures and became the character Clayface. So how does that fit in with the the DCU of Superman and Supergirl. For me, that story and the tone of this movie feels more like I see with the Batman, with Robert Pattinson's Batman. But hey ho, it's going to be interesting to see. The cast are very, intriguing in this. The lead actor, I'll be totally honest, I have not seen him in anything other than this. So it's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the fold and if he's going to be like a strong face going forward in the world of the DCU. But so far, yes, it looks interesting. And as I said earlier, this was the one out of all the superhero titles coming out in 2026 I was the most interested in seeing. And it still got me interest. I'm just intrigued to see where it's going to land in terms of the world building that James Gunn is working on. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of Clayface. Does it look good? Does it look bad? Are you similar to me? Where's this thing going to land with the happy-go-lucky friendly Superman and Supergirl, or does it belong with Robert Pattinson's The Batman? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time, keep on enjoying your movies, keep on enjoying all things entertainment, and I'll catch us all at the next one.